Good evening, early morning, or afternoon to you Final Fantasy Randomizer fans out there.
Good evening, early
Here
morning or
we
afternoon to you
are
Final
for
Fantasy.
another run of the Duckling Derby. That's right, it is time for Group B, race number 2, Entrance Shuffle. I am your restreamer and one of your co-coms, Oslodo, sitting here in the booth with Sonny Wrath 11. Sonny, how you doing today?
I am doing rather well this morning. I've been looking forward to this group all week. We have some heavy hitters in this group, a lot of what you actually see here on the restream. And with it being entrance shuffle, this actually can lead to some major confusion. We did see some of it on the race from Friday night. I'm wondering if we're going to see any more confusion again. But, you know, we see some parties up here. Why don't we jump into the Blursings?
Yeah, so let's take a look. So, for our friendly fighter, we have an improved Thor Hammer and resist time, poison, and ice. For those carrying the Thief, it's a 10 plus luck and an equipped shield. For those carrying a... Well, there's no one carrying a Red Mage, so we're not going to worry about the Red Mage. But he has an improved Cat Claw and plus 15 agility. The White Mage has buff magic and equipped shirt. And our Black Mage has resist earth, lightning, and status and plus 10 strength. Not shown on screen is the Black Belt with a wood armor evade set and 800 starting gold.
And, I mean, the 800 starting gold can be very useful for getting those early save items, but with how this flag set is and not having any actual spike tiles to grind on, the black belt would be very difficult to get up to level.
That is a very good point. We should point that out to everyone. There are no spike tiles. None whatsoever. So there'll be no grind. It's overworld grind or bust if you're going to try that trick.
Yep. Or potentially get Warmech on the Bridge of Destiny, survive it with the solo black belt, and be good to go.
Also true. Also true. There we go. Golden Stalker's ready to go. So Golden Stalker does have the Red Mage, so that Cat Claw and agility is going to be something we're going to see.
I do like the play of going Thief Fighter White Red on this with that improved Cat Claw. And it looks like our runners are off.
Let's give us a little bit of some time here to get everyone synced up here.
And we already have an entrance check over at Canaria Castle from Felisan. She ended up finding that Titan's East resides over there. But we see Harm 3, Heal 3, Wall, and A-Lit at level 1 White Magic. Level 1 Black Magic, we got Temper, Lit, Zap, and Quake.
Ooh, I tell you, that Quake and Zap, that's going to be some workhorse right there.
I mean, both Zap and Quake are effective against Lich. So if somebody's feeling a little cheeky, finds Lich has the rod at a low level and wants to get that first Orblit, they can absolutely do so with that loadout.
And Zap also affects Lich too. Doesn't hit all the time, but it is hilarious to zap the Lich.
Oh, it absolutely is. And I mean, there are a lot of us that many a time have seen a Lich get zapped, especially in higher scaling flag sets, that just turns the fight from something that you're worried about to being absolutely trivial.
Indeed. So we're going to get our first look at what Toph is, and it's Matoya's Cave, so some free chests to loot.
Not a bad find.
No. And a free broom to kill.
Got some house and a money. As I was about to say, got a house and some money. Let's fix that.
Yeah. All right, so Windfox finding the Womp Womp Titans because we got no Ruby, and you don't know where that goes. Velocin, meanwhile, going to Provoke, going to see what's there. Remember, all the towns are shuffled, so it's a mystery.
Exactly.
It is actually Provoca. Wow.
With the entrances being shuffled, it's a thing.
But that is a legit Provoca at Provoca.
That's definitely nice to see.
Absolutely. That's good level 2 magic. Oh, and Titan's West is Matoya, so womp womp right off.
Well, at least we know that that wormhole is not going to be necessary. Harm 3 coming out from Fellison, getting rid of all of the pirates, no problem. And that is a level 5 party. You know, I mentioned something about an early rod.
You did, and there it is. Comms curse. Tents, very cheap. 8 gold for tents. I like that a lot. That's a great early overworld save item. Yep, stock up now.
Yeah, no kidding there. Early tents being that cheap, huge find. All right, Windfox can give us a look at level 2 white magic. We see Harm, Cure, Heal, Lamp. Nothing to write home about.
More importantly, Felician talking, the king has the chime. And there's Nuke at level 2 black. And Lock, well, Nuke's, yep, that's... Our runners are more happy now.
Nuke is much more important here.
Absolutely.
And with that info that Windfox has, unfortunately not having enough money, gonna have to turn around and take down these pirates.
Oh, that's okay. They can fall into crack.
Matty ended up using, I believe that was a Zeus Gauntlet to dispatch the pirates.
Yep, the Zeus Gauntlet is our freebie caster item.
And there we are. There's the Earth Rod for Windfox. All 4 runners have that rod in hand. And now it is time to just continue on through the seed. Probably going to head over to the Dwarf Cave to start, as that is the closest entrance to check.
Yep. That's our next one on the agenda. And away goes Felson right for it.
Making use of
ordeals.
The tents. And hi, Ordeals. How you doing?
Let's get your projections out. Where's it going to be? What's your number? I still say 3.
I'm still going with 4.
Sonny, you're a mean man sometimes, but I like it. Luffy also saying 4. Eichler wants 1. Here we go. Let's find out.
All right, here we go. Pillar 1 is not it.
Not it. No, it's not 1. That's a big setback for that one.
Oh, the TNT was for sale in Canaria.
Ah. Well, we haven't found dwarves yet, but good to know.
Find. Harm 3 going to be used to dispatch a couple Medusas. Really good EXP there. Always nice to find. It is Pillar 2.
But unfortunately, it only takes us 1 wrong choice, and you're back where you started. And Golden Chakra and Maddie also in. And Windfox also sees it, so everyone's going to be playing the Ordeals game.
It's time to head to the Ordeals Lottery.
Yep. Oof, man cats. I don't like man cats.
But what about Catmans?
They're better. Only because
That's fair.
Only because I've had a few seeds where they've rolled Nuke. But level 8 across the board for Fellison. And a free pro ring. All right.
Can't go wrong with a free pro ring. That is the guaranteed death resistance.
Sure is. Some money, a great axe, and a wood helm.
I mean, it's a little bit of extra stuff. Oh, good lord.
Luffy, I'm calling you for that when you said Vanilla Fire 2. How about some Frost? Oh, and the mummies. That means Earth is dangerous.
That means ice is dangerous. That means waterfall is dangerous.
But a free herb. Yeah, mummies, you don't like to see one of those enemies roll something nasty in their scripts. But so far, I think Fellison is the only runner to see it. So
that might be changing shortly.
That could be.
Windfox making quick work of the Pillar Maze.
Very, very much so. He got in there last, but he has made up the time.
No kidding there.
All right, Fellison, meanwhile, is going to go up and find, because she did not check Matoya's the first time through. Oh, and Man-Cat said Squint. That's lovely.
That's tasty, said nobody ever.
That is bad. All right, so Maddie has found Waterfall, and it's Proc Gen, and it is in Northwest Castle. And there's I got to leave and come back because the staircase is in the middle of everything.
Yeah, and this proc gen waterfall
there it
looks
is.
to be one that could be nasty, but instead it is just right here, opening up boxes for a house, 6,000 gold, a pure. Sunsword -1, not a bad find. Another house, and 1120 gold, with the Oxyale being given from the robot.
Ah, the robot. Did someone ask him for please?
Oh,
Oh dear.
Windfox taking a wipe to some zombie dragons, Felly finding that beautiful town of Onrak, resurrecting the Black Mage. And gonna check the shop here as Maddie is heading towards Marsh Cave, which
That's
is
ice.
ice. That's cold.
That is... That's not... Ice early can be really, really good if you have warp. They don't have warp.
Yeah, I was about to say, unfortunately, that's not the case this time around.
Also, meanwhile, it looks like they went down to Elfland. Check things out down there.
Hey, did you know that the sorcerers have mute touch?
Really? That's gross. I mean, compared to what they had in the base game, I'm okay with that. They had death touch.
I mean,
in the original.
I would rather deal with mute touch than death touch.
I agree. Felson. Done and done, heading out with herb in hand. Well, hopefully. Oh no, they got the preemptive strike. Goodbye.
You mean Oxyale?
Yes. We'll get it right.
Because Windfox is heading out with the herb in hand.
That's it. Too many screens. We'll get this right someday. All right.
Right.
No. So, Felson next into ice. Ooh, toxic on the Geists. Oh dear.
Yikes.
This is not a safe place.
No, this is come back later.
Yeah, and Maddie says no.
All right, Windfox running through this procedurally generated waterfall, about to run into that dead end.
Yep.
And now it's just time to do the left and up play, and there you go.
Golden Chakra now finds the Geists on the overworld, and so does Felison. Oh dear.
Felison still in that ice cave, does run into those ghosts, and unfortunately it's not a good time, but there is Elfland Castle for Maddie.
In Elfland
Time
Castle.
to see what this herb is going to turn into as it's handed to the Elven Chancellor, and that's the Adamant. Dwarf still hasn't been located.
But you're going to be happy to see it.
Which means I think it's got to be behind the Oxyale at this point.
Yeah, and there is Onrak. We'll dive in and we'll see what's in the Oxyale. Or it could be whatever's an ice cave. The canoe could be in ice. I hope it's not, because
that's true.
Ice is brutal.
Maddie opting to not see what the Oxyale leads to. Golden Shocker inside of ice at Marsh. Felly making a run through this ice at Marsh, and Windfox. It's looking like Windfox has taken a mini grind here.
Interesting. I don't hate it.
And by a mini grind, I mean just an encounter.
Just an encounter. Just fun. I mean, like, again, no trap tiles means you got to get them where you can.
Yeah, but I mean, hitting level 10 across the board right now is pretty good.
I agree. All right. Well, Felson has made it to the whole floor. Found a ribbon. There's some protection. You can be okay in here for a little bit now.
Yeah, that's a big find.
Yeah.
All right.
And we're gonna check the boxes. Okay. I don't hate this. There's no tiles. You might as well look. You're here.
I mean, on top of that, money is still absolutely needed.
Absolutely.
So it is nice to have.
Some experience, some XP, a pure potion, a saber, heal helm, opal +5. Hello.
All right. Ice has
provides.
some big stuff, and the crystal coming in as the item from Ice.
Golden Shocker speeding his way through, but is missing out on that beautiful opal bracelet.
Yeah, I don't think Golden Shocker really cares about it too terribly much.
Not currently, no. All right. Meanwhile, it looks like...
And unfortunately, it is just the Cardia Forest behind the Oxyale.
Well, opal -1. Xcal plus 4,
Xcal plus 4 is a
Ooh!
good find. Mazza plus
Mazza!
1,
I take it
instantly
back.
rewarded.
Take it back. It might just be, but it provided. That is beautiful weaponry.
That's some glorious weaponry right there.
Velson, meanwhile,
Alright.
is out of ice, and Golden Chakra's about to head in. Now, the question is, do they check or do they just leave? They're gonna... they're just leaving.
Ooh, no Mazza for Golden Chakra, unfortunately. And there's the Adamant for Windfox. I don't know I don't think Windfox has gone back to Canaria just yet, but there is a decent chance that routing will take him back there.
I believe it will. Alright, Velson turning in the herb to the Chancellor, and Windfox finds the Geist with Toxic.
Yep, always a bad find.
Yeah, those are not fun. Golden Chakra, the same thing, turning in the herb. Velson taking a safety.
And there's...
No, not taking the Oxio play. Okay.
I mean, I can understand that.
Sure. But we have the crystal in hand, and we know where Matoya is, so away we go.
Windfox just has to make it through this ice, get that crystal, and then it'll be continuing on through the seed. And I have a feeling that there might be a quick dive back into Canaria as well. In Windfox's future.
There's your canoe.
We see a canoe.
Alright, so it's going to be round and around the inner sea again. This is definitely an Osloto seed.
Hey, this is why your seeds are fun.
I know. Well, for us. Windfox, though, does have the advantage. He does have that X-Cal. Nobody else grabbed it, so he can just put his foot down.
I mean, he's got a second advantage with the X-Cal as well if he decides to promote.
Very, very true. His equipment is very good right now. Velson, meanwhile, heading directly over to the river system with Manny.
Probably gonna jump into the ice cave check to start, considering that it is the northern side of the river system.
Be the same thing I do, but I am the individual that likes the icebox play. If you see ice cave, you go ice cave.
Oh, I'm actually with you on that.
Ice Cave and Ordeals, two of the plays. If I can do it, I will make them as early as possible. All right,
Windfox gonna go ahead and check the boxes as well.
Ooh,
it's Earth Cave.
And Earth Cave is a pre-rod incentive, so you gotta check all the boxes, including TFC Earth, maybe. And Cap plus 4. No, thank you.
Hey, that's a great piece of armor.
I suppose it's better than nothing. Maddie, meanwhile, popping in. Gonna also find Earth.
Cabin, just under 1,000 gold here in the first two of the southern side of Earth 1.
That's a big pack of arsenecks.
Yar.
Alright. Golden Chakra is also is in the range of the river system. Heopot and Pure. So nope, it's not in the first floor of Earth.
All right, so that's 5 down. There are going to be another 6 on Earth 2, and if I remember correctly, another 6 on Earth 3, if not 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You were close. It's 5. It's TFC Earth. Ashers.
Yeah, I always forget if it's 16 or 17 for the top side of Earth. Another Zeus Gauntlet.
Yeah,
good find. 962 gold.
There's the incentive.
4 pull is the incentive, and unfortunately, it's -1.
Fortunately, it's still the Vorpal. That's still a A1 sword. Especially in Fellison's case, no X-Cal, no Masa at this point. If you promote, that Vorpal is all you got. But
this is very true.
Is going to check the other chests, though. Finding some
all
money.
right, Windfox. Making the way back to turn in that crystal.
Oof, don't like seeing a pack of gargoyles that big.
It's not gonna be that bad.
They have Poison Touch. Meanwhile, Maddie is booking it out of Earth. They are down a black mage, so I think that might be why. Golden
And
Shocker.
that's the only real risk of running a 3-man party. Golden Shocker heading towards the volcano. What do you think of this play, Elzoto?
Well, it's Volcano, so that's another incentive check. I don't.
Is this even?
I don't know. Now that gives Golden Shocker the opportunity to take out Carry, which, you know, judging by levels, is going to be a bit of a challenge. But on the other hand, Fellison does have Quake and Nuke. Better chance of taking out Lich.
Black shirt -1 here, which is equipable by the white mage. Light axe +5.
That's a
pretty good fighter weapon.
Bye bye vampire. That sounds like quick work.
Oh no!
Oh dear!
We have a hairpin incentive.
We do. Is it going to be the worst hairpin? Bane sword. That's not bad.
Bane sword, iron sword. Oh, we have a
dear.
chance of it being the worst hairpin.
Yeah. The loop. Uh-oh.
Oh.
Meanwhile, Fellison has ignored every single other chest in Earth and is diving directly for the Lich. And Maddie has found what looks to be Melmond.
It's Crescent Mond.
Yay! All right, Fellison,
So
on to the Lich floor.
With the volcano being a shallow incentive. Oh.
Ooh, no.
It was not the bad hairpin.
It isn't. Is it this
It's got to be this chest.
Yeah. Oh, and it's a big one.
Oh, that's a big one.
That is a find. That is the floater. Golden Shocker will be in the air. He has everything he needs. We are en route. Meanwhile, Fellison pulling up to Lich. Goodbye, Lich. First orb lit.
At 19 minutes and we'll say 10 seconds.
Sure, we'll go with that. Well, I have a distinct impression that Fellison will be heading to Volcano next, and will go to get their floater with an orb in hand.
You know, Golden Shocker, I feel, made a gamble in this case.
Yep.
And, oh, did that gamble pay off?
Yep, that is a huge risk to take, but wow, what a payoff. But Fellison is not far behind heading to the volcano now, and will find that floater quite quickly.
For sure. And Maddie, oh my gosh, Maddie's going to volcano.
Yep, everyone is getting in the air, so we are at 1954 in the air for Golden Shocker. And
that is a beautiful time to be in the air.
And heading back for Earth. Uh-oh, but Fellison is going to check the armory. It's going to be the same play as before. But at this point, Golden Shocker and Fellison are shifting positions.
Yes, and at this point, I can see Golden Shocker going through, actually finishing Earth.
Maddie got the floater.
As Windfox is on the floor with the incentive. Maddie getting the floater very quickly.
And is booking it. I do not blame her whatsoever.
I don't blame her one bit either.
This opens up a lot more checks. This is Sarda. This is Titans West.
All the Cardias. Thane, Gaia.
Yep. All right.
Actually, on-rack Waterfall as well, because the ship still hasn't been found.
No, which is going to be funny when you find it.
Yeah. There's going to be some irony.
There's going to be some womp womp. Meanwhile, Windfox has found his Vorpal -1, but is continuing down into Earth. And Fellison will be last iteming the floater as Golden Shocker did. And meanwhile, at 21, I'm going to say 13, we are in the air for Maddie. And
yep, 21-13 exactly.
Immediate dive down to Gaia, which is Crescent Lake.
Crescent Lake. So we do have another incentive item here going to head towards that Circle of Sages. But first, a pit stop into the white magic. Seeing Cure 3, Life 2, Cure 2, and I didn't see the last spell, a rub. And Life 2 is promo locked.
It is promo locked. Fellison now has their floater, and she is heading out. Windfox is going to take on Mr. Vampire, who will not last long, I'm sure, especially with a massive X-Cow in his hand.
Who?
Exactly. Bye-bye. Sages, meanwhile, giving the key.
That's a big find. That is one of the items absolutely required for Go mode. With how this flag set plays out, you absolutely need cube, you absolutely need key, and you absolutely need loot.
And rod.
And rod.
But we have the rod, so we don't care about that. Meanwhile, Maddie is going to go take a look at what is down in what would be Lefane. Prediction, Lefane. No, Elfland. All right.
No, Elfland.
Level 3 magic. Meanwhile, Fellison is taking the freebie chests. I like this play, and is heading straight down to carry. Meanwhile, Golden Shocker, those toxic geists are still there.
Yeah, unfortunately, going to take a wipe, but there was a Katana +3 in Earth TFC.
Ooh, is that what Windfox found?
That is what Windfox found, so that Vorpal, unfortunately, is going to be
not for him.
put to rest.
For Windfox, most definitely. For all the other runners, Quad-X, cheap Quad-X at level 4, and good Brack. That's a good level.
That's a really good level, as Fellison has made it down to the bottom of the volcano.
Here we go.
Does have the Earth Orblet, about to have the Fire Orblet. Starts off with swing, harm 3, nuke. Nuke's going to come out, 183 damage. Harm 3 comes out, 82 damage, as Windfox takes on Lich. We've got Dueling Fiends. Damage poison coming out from Carry 1.
But the
Black Mage,
survives.
2 HP, still alive, on a knee. Definitely looking scary. If that Black Mage gets hit by anything,
it's over.
It's gone. 143 damage coming from the Sun Sword. Nuke for 103, terminated. That is a full party still up for Fellison.
Wow.
Getting that Fire Orb lit.
And Windfox has lit his Earth Orb in the meantime, as Golden Shocker is heading down into the Lich floors. Meanwhile, Maddie, over in the Onrak continent. We're going to get our first look at what's over here. Onrak itself is... That'd be Gaia. No, we have no bottle.
Yep.
What's the magic look like? Oh, dear.
Warping fast. Yikes.
That's where fast landed. And white magic. Oh, and there's exit.
Yikes.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
We have some big yikes happening there.
We do. All right. So, black magic in... Are we the hint giver? We already know that. We know that guy. Thank you. Appreciate it, though. All right, I assume this is going to be Fellison also getting into the air.
And we have a marsh.
We do have a marsh.
Over at the waterfall.
So at 24:53, Fellison is in the air. And do I predict a Sarda play? I think I
do believe you predict a Sarda play.
As mentioned on Friday, these are two of the locations most commonly missed. Northwest Castle.
And it's Northwest Castle at Sarda. What are we going to have at Titan West?
I'm thinking Mirage.
Just land the airship on the entrance. You know, that's fine.
Topher.
No, Temple of Fiends.
That's big. Finding the Temple of Fiends.
That's really big.
Is important. Oh, look, it's Garland. Have a microwave.
Merry Christmas. You get a microwave.
Tail comes out of the marsh bottom. But we don't know where Bahamut is.
Yet.
That is true.
I mean, there are two entrances to check here, as well as the town, which should be Lefane, if I'm not mistaken. That's one of the Cardias. That would specifically be the Cardia Grassland.
It would.
And what is Earth Cave going to hold?
Dead end. The Cardia dead end.
Well, that happens. Golden Chakra, though, taking on Lich 1, a Harm 3, going to get the kill, and that is an Orb lit. There is Lefane.
Yep. And meanwhile...
And that's a... Oh, go ahead.
Oh, what's that? Windfox, I think, is going to get his floater quicker than most. Looks like he's heading up through the... He is. So Maddie and Windfox both getting the quick floater, while Fellison is going for Cardia. Fine seat. Says no thank you.
I mean...
maybe.
C is...
No? Okay. All right, we're going to go to the Bahamuts. Meanwhile, Maddie on the other side, going to Cardia Forest, finds Corneria Castle. But Fellison finds dwarves.
Oh.
But she does... Thank you for talking to the Ray Dwarf. Got Chime from the King.
All right.
Crown from... Okay.
Crown.
She does know where that is. Maybe she bought the TNT and it just was not linked because she's heading down to talk to him.
Yeah, I think she
have...
Yep, and that's a bottle.
All right,
That's
so
the ball with the fairy.
Windfox is probably heading in his direction to go get his airship.
Guardian Tiny leading
Uh,
to, if I remember correctly, that's its vanilla
it is.
entrance. And hey, Sardia
Sarda.
here at the swamp.
What has old Sarda got for us today? Oh boy.
Oh,
That
that's the
is
loot.
And Fellison right behind for the loot. Windfox has...
So these are no longer the Cardia Isles in this seed. They're now the Sardia Isles.
No kidding. So, with that, Golden Shocker has made his way into the Elfland City. Windfox has found Crescent. Maddie, meanwhile, is retracing the steps. Actually, they're both retracing each other's steps at this point. Fallison gets the womp womp. But with Maddie with the key, if they choose, they can check Dwarf's treasury. But
So,
Fallison did get rid of Garland, so the princess is available.
you know, we're at the point that Mirage very well may be vanilla. It's a 50-50 shot.
Yep, meanwhile, Womp Womp Canal. Because remember, the ship is still out there.
Yep. I mean, it is still bonus EXP from the key item count.
True. I believe... Are we going to see... No, we're going to go Gaia first. That makes sense.
I like it.
Pop the bottle.
Pop the bottle.
But it is Crescent.
And it's not Gaia.
But this is the key. So this is...
It is.
This is also something that Fellison will need.
All right.
Windfox is... Oh, Maddie making the play toward deals while Windfox goes to kill a fiend.
Better to get all the information now than leave anything on the table. But the only unfortunate thing is that Maddie has not headed over towards Sarda and Titans as well as the entirety of Melmond. That's Bahamut.
That's big. That is big.
That's really big.
And there's the key for Felson. That is getting very close to go mode. It's just missing a cube. And that's... Yeah, that's close. All right, so Maddie, promotion done.
Sub 30 promo.
And look, there's that Vorpal.
Yep. Gonna come into play now.
Yep. Love to see it. Love to see it. I like the move from Fellison to step into and then out of the river system outside of on the Lefane side, because that does not count as a step.
In total, it saves you 4 steps.
It does. It's fantastic. Meanwhile, Fellison getting the bad news. The black magic's not so great. Lock 2, not bad. Windfox heading through the volcano, gonna pull him a carry. Life magic available at level 3 white. That's always good. Now, is Maddie going to check?
Golden Shocker running back through Earth?
Have they not found the incentive? And you were correct. Mirage is Mirage. It is vanilla.
All right.
So, and because it's a shallow Mirage, it's somewhere either here or greater than, less than. Let's see, we got it. Oh, there it is. It's the Ruby. Womp womp.
That's not the Ruby. That's beef.
Oh. Well, yes, it is beef. But that's a problem, though, because it doesn't get us progression. That means it's in C. Or the Lefanish have it, and the slab is in C. Actually, that's more like... Well, no, because the ship's still out there somewhere.
Uh-oh, Maddie's going to cube bonk.
Yep. Bonky bonky. Fellison, meanwhile, sees that, realizes it's not worth it. Gonna dive in, probably grab her Ruby. Great.
Very good catch on that.
Thank you. And nope, she says I'm not interested because I know where Titan goes. Smart play. And knows...
Wait for it.
Oh, we gonna see it?
Wait for it. I think we're gonna see it.
Oh, the crown is also still available. Northwest Castle hasn't been checked.
Correct.
Well, but
I think we are going to see something we don't get to see very often.
The bonk bonk.
I'm sorry, Maddie.
Yeah, the bonk bonk.
The bonk bonk.
Nope.
Oh, nope. Maddie remembered.
She remembered.
Thank goodness.
Windfox has found Topher and is taking out Garland. Oh boy, I don't like C. I don't like C. Golden Shocker finding Sarda with the loot behind them. Here, have a musical instrument. Alright, so...
All right, Windfox, I am happy to say did remember that. Finds Northwest Castle, unfortunately does not have the crown in tow.
Not yet.
So will not be able to check that. But still has not picked up that TNT, so when he finds dwarves, he's going to be like, well, where's that TNT?
Ah, yes, for sale. He's found Lefane, realizes he can't understand a word anyone says, and just kind of walks away. Maddie, meanwhile, out of Mirage, now realizing what needs to be done. Right,
Indeed, and I think Maddie is just trying to get all the key items.
Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, Fellison's actually going to check a couple of these boxes in C. Ruse +5. That is great to see.
All right, bottle has been popped by Maddie. Going to pick up warp and I believe fast, maybe.
Maybe. You get, well, or at least exit.
Yeah, definitely picking up exit.
Yep. Meanwhile, Fellison doing a clean sweep of Sharknado floor, popping every box, getting a Ruse stick.
And just like that, on to Kraken. There's the slab coming in from the bottle.
All right, so this is going to come down to what's in C. Is it the ship or is it the cube? If it's the ship, womp womp. If it's the cube, Fellison can put the pedal down.
Yep. Ultimately, that is going to be the question. And we will soon have an answer to that.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Oh, but out of nuke charges. Oh,
Golden Shocker currently running through C.
Oh, we're gonna.
Did she pick up Brack?
Yes, she did. Golden Shocker finds the power bonk, and will probably be the first one to tell us what is down here.
An Opal Gauntlet +5. You know, always super important. Slab has been translated. And here we go.
Ribbon. It's a ribbon.
The ribbon!
So it is going to be the slab for the cube. Meanwhile, we have a Kraken. We're trying to brack the Kraken.
Could still be the crown for the cube.
True, we haven't seen the no. Brack, ineffective. Swing with that sun sword. Ooh, actually, that Kraken's not hitting the hard. Brain! No. Swing, more invis. Yes, more invis. No, fade. We're going to do fade and Brack. Swing for.
I like the play.
I do too. Brack comes out. Ineffective. Bane comes out. Poison smoke! You are gone, Kraken.
There it is.
That is a third orb lit for Fellison. She is in speed and power mode right now. Windfox, meanwhile, is going to pop into Marsh.
Gonna be super happy when he picks up the tail from Marsh.
As he does have an X-Cal, he does have a Katana, he does have a Vorpal, he has a Masa. He's armed to the teeth.
Oh, very much so. And there is that beautiful, beautiful tail for Windfox.
Meanwhile, Maddie finds an Agama. Oh dear. This Agama is not playing kind.
Unfortunately, that Vorpal is just not going to get it done, and...
Trying to run. Uh-oh. But that Opal bracelet on that white mage is doing work.
It is, and life coming in clutch here.
Bubble Soda Cola would like to give a huge shout out to Fellison for helping to keep the world refreshed. And there goes everyone else.
Indeed. And there is Maddie fighting Carrie. Take it away.
So we're going to swing that Opal 3. It's for 104. We're going to fight. We're going to fade. We're going to lock 2. Oh, no, we're going to nuke. So nuke comes out. It's going to do good. 264, not bad. Mid-range. That Vorpal swinging 3. It's for 121. There's the damage. Poison. Everyone's still standing, though. The fade comes out. It's going to be 204. And that is it at 214. Carry is done, and orb is lit.
Good carry fight there from Maddie.
Yep.
A little bit dicey with that damage. Poison dropping dropping 2 of the party members down to a knee, but was able to survive it as Fellison pulls out the ribbon from Sea Shrine.
Yep. So Sonny, you take a step back and you look at this. You're looking at Fellison here, 3 orbs lit, in a really good position, but missing a cube and doesn't have the slab. Do you?
Yeah.
It's a tough one because you got the ore bleed. You know we can see that, but you're missing the key things that you're gonna need to make progress.
Yeah, that's the only unfortunate thing right now is that progress is very much needed at this point
But
because Maddie is catching up very quickly. But once Windfox finds Bahamut, Windfox is going to have a massive gear advantage here.
absolutely. Another thing that it should be pointed out is again we don't know what the crown is, so it is possible that slab is the ship,
Yeah.
which would be very...
Oh, Golden Shocker.
Ooh, that's a
Golden
punch.
Shocker had the Thief get hit for 499 here against Kraken. Going to go ahead and use that life in battle. Swing from the Sun Sword, 3 hits, 183. Nuke's going to come out from the red for 154.
Oh!
And the White Mage is going to go down.
Oh no!
But fortunately, the red has life.
Oh, that's good. But did you see
2
what
hits, 2 damage,
Astos had?
3 hits, 5 damage. No.
It's the cube.
Oh no.
That is it. Unlocked for Fellison. Go mode activated. Meanwhile, take it away back on the Kraken.
Ice 2 going to come out from the red, 66 damage. Swing from the Sun Sword, 2 hits, 8 damage. Harm 3 going to come out from the White Mage, 90 damage. Hold is going to come out. That is a power word, and since that red mage was under 300, it's going to hit, and bye-bye red mage. Down to Dire Straits, Harm 3 for 78. Swing from the Sun Sword, not doing much. 6 hits for 249 coming out from Kraken again. Going to end up casting life onto the red. Fighter swings, 3 hits, 31. Life comes out, getting the red back up. White Mage goes down again. Gonna have to go all out here. Ice 2 again.
Oh!
For 41 damage, terminated!
Woo-hoo! Now that's a clinching moment right there. Meanwhile, while that's going on, Maddie is taking on Lich, and Fellison is climbing the tower to light the final orb. And maybe see a Warmech, who knows?
A Warmech would be hype to see right now.
Yes, it would. Now, how do you... Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Golden Shocker ended up getting an encounter right after killing Kraken and wiped.
Oh, no. That is the worst feeling.
That is heartbreaking.
That hurts. That I can feel that from here. But give Golden Shocker credit. They're back in again. Here we go again. Luffy pointing out it happens to everyone. It has. It will. You know, it's one of those things. So, do you think the ship is up here? Sticks in the sky palace.
I mean, I don't think it matters where it is.
It doesn't. It doesn't. I'm just legit curious that where it ended up. Meanwhile, Dragon Armor at CC's. Nothing else worth your time.
I mean, CC's Gambit is always nice.
It usually is. Meanwhile, oh, another ribbon!
Oh, that's the third ribbon!
It. That is all the ribbons. Fellison now has a massive defensive gear advantage.
No kidding there.
Wow.
Holy moly.
This is... Now, do you feel comfortable going in to fight Chaos with a Sun Sword and a Power Bonk?
Yes.
I'd say yes. I'd say you go with that. Meanwhile, we're going to...
Because it doesn't matter how many tempers you use, you're still going to get more damage output.
Exactly. That's exactly how I look at it. I would definitely go in there with a Sun Sword. No question in my mind. But we're on the Bridge of Destiny.
Yep. And we are hoping for our FF1 Overlord, the Robot Chicken, the Warmech.
Not this time. Meanwhile, Golden Shocker back at Kraken. Meanwhile, Windfox has killed the Kraken. Maddie is going to the Kraken. And we pull up to Tiamat. Going to go with the Bane Sword. Oh, here we go. We're going to do Bane strats. Love to see it. Fast comes in.
Like this.
Brack coming out.
We're going to combine Bane and Brack.
Power Bonk. Ooh, Blaze, but we have ribbons. Who cares?
I mean, the only one that's not protected is that Black Mage.
Oh!
Bane Sword's going to come out. Poison Smoke!
There it is. With that, Felison has all orbs lit and is now in go mode. Here we go. It is time. While everyone else takes on the Krakens, Golden Shocker has punched his ticket
through here.
And he's got... Okay, this time he's good. He's got his... He's out. He's good. Maddie, meanwhile. Ooh, okay, we're going to go heal up. So we're Fade. We're Fire. Kraken's got Fire, too. That's interesting. It's cooked calamari. Nuke comes out 370. That's almost a full roll nuke there. That Vorpal doing some work. Doing some work. Swing again. Then that's the Vorpal doing Vorpal things. Meanwhile, at 42.51, Felison is in Topher. And it's a refight all.
Very fast Topher.
Yep, and it's refight all. So here we go. We're going to Fade. We're going to nuke. We're going to do some swinging. But with that Sun Sword, Lich don't have much time. Quad X now.
That nuke for 210.
Yeah, Quad. Fade
doing
for
some damage.
222 to take out the Lich 2.
Fade's been putting in some work this seed.
Fade always putting in some work.
I mean, truth be told here, I would probably switch out the Sun Sword for the Light Axe at this point.
Yeah, you're not going up against an undead at this point. If you have fast, and I believe the White Mage has it with their buff magic. When Fox,
I believe you're right.
We'll find out. Yep, Temper Fast and Vince 2 is what the White Mage has. So Fade.
Yep, as those are the two spells that normally come with buff magic. Swing from the Ice Sword, 4 hits for 70 damage.
Wow, that
4 hits, 156 from the Rapier.
Wow, that Rapier's starting to work.
Holy moly!
Meanwhile, Windfox, I don't know if they have the cube. I don't know.
I don't think they have grabbed the cube yet.
I don't think so. I mean, we're kind of no, because they're searching, so they're gonna be bonking off of the. Gonna be bonking, Ruby, and we're up to Kraken 2. Now we're at the Gatekeeper. We're gonna just do basic invis. We're gonna go. What are we doing? Nope.
All right. Golden Shocker in go mode now with that cube in hand, immediately turning in that crown and making the way to everywhere else.
Kraken, meanwhile, is not taking any prisoners. Smacks that fighter. Not putting him on a knee, but we're not looking good. That Cure 3 is going to have to come out soon. Get that nuke out there. Fire 3 comes out. We have ribbons. It's not relevant. Hurt the Black Mage for sure. 2 hits for 2 damage. That's Rapier doing Rapier things. Nuke for 117. Swing with the Ice Sword. 3 hits for 3 damage. Oh dear. We're going to heal 3. We're going to nuke. Heal 3 Harm 3 comes out. 75 damage. Nuke comes out for 171. Lit 3 coming out. You're going to need... Luffy's right. We're going to need more power. Cube for Windfox. He is now in go mode. He can now head up to the tower. Slab, meanwhile, for Golden Shocker. Maddie finding air. On the Bridge of Destiny. Lit 2 coming out. Again, we have ribbons. It's not that big a deal, but this is just a time sink at this point. I can understand not wanting to use your 2 fast casts. Save those for, when you need them. Life coming out, though, because you want that Black Mage out, because damage is coming. At this point, I would actually be tempted to try Quad X. There it is!
Close enough.
Yep, and as if Ellison can hear me in the past. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter either way. 4 hits for 111 off the Ice Sword, and that is a terminated Kraken 2.
All right, Fellison about to be heading into
Tia 2.
The dragon herself, Tia 2.
Yep. Meanwhile, Tia 1 had Thunder that we never saw. That hurts. Golden Shocker, meanwhile, is heading down to Marsh, which will find the tail. Windfox is about to promote, which will give him the offensive gear advantage.
Yeah, that's a big offensive gear advantage.
Ellison going to go with the Ruse Stick. He's going to use one of the fast casts and the Temper. Ruse gets out first, good turn order. Temper comes out, good turn order. Nuclear from Tia! But it low rolls. It low rolled everywhere. Only 89 damage on that White Mage. That's low. Power bonking. We're going to heal. We're going to Temper. Goodbye, Thief. Temper comes out.
And
Oh,
Maddie's in a precarious situation right now.
Yes, that is... Oh my. Power Bonk comes out again. We're going to life. We're going to temper again. Look at that. That fighter might be swinging for the fences. And Maddie is booted out. And the thief goes down again. More power.
Chomped.
More life magic. More temper. Goodbye to the black mage. Alright, I think it's time we start swinging.
Yeah, it's time to start swinging for them fences.
Yep, at this point you're kind of in that situation. Swirl coming out! Oh, that one hurt. That swing, though, 6 hits for 718. There's what you want to see. That Cure 3, unfortunately, is burned. But this one will land. Cure 3 to bring that fighter back up, which is good because he got smacked. And 8 hits for 1100.
Ooh.
That Ice Sword is buffed to no return. And that's it. We are heading to Chaos.
All right, time to rearrange the party just a bit.
And do some life
Gonna
ups.
get everybody else back up with some life.
Oh boy, this is right on the edge now. Start chugging heal
Yeah,
pots.
it really is. Chug the heal pots. Get everybody back up to full health. And it will be time to fight the final fiend himself. It'll be chaos time. A fighter gonna be drinking heal pots for a little bit and healed back up to
here we go.
comfortable levels.
Here we go.
And it is time. Chaos and Fellison going to open up with the fast on the fighter, going to ruse and follow that up with a temper. Thunder going to come out immediately off the start.
But doesn't matter because our black mage has resist lightning as is built in. So that's great. We love seeing that.
Yes, innate resist lightning. Going to do an invis 1 onto the fighter. Ruse stick goes out again. Temper for more power.
Golden
And
Chakra
there's the
promoting.
invis.
Here we go.
TO3 going to be coming out. Power bonk and temper. Almost time to start swinging. As that heal 3 does get initiative. Follows up with lit 2 thanks to the bonus of resist lightning. That black mage does have innate lightning resistance. More temper coming out. Ink's going to come out, be ineffective on everybody. Heal 3 going out again, keeping that party topped off in case Chaos does open up a can of nuke on the party.
I think this Ice Sword is going to be swinging for the fences very soon. Here it goes. We're going to get a test
I
swing.
mean, we're about to see as
Here we
Temper gets an initiative.
Ooh.
8 hits for 783. That's some damage coming out from it.
We have a dual Tia for both Maddie and Windfox, but at this point, Felson's just got to put the hammer down and power through. There it is. Wait,
Indeed.
power. Yeah, here we go. Swing, 4 hits.
And the swing for
Ooh.
4 for 710. Bane's gonna come out, and don't
Yeah.
need the black mage anymore. It's
Nope.
out of temper casts. So wait, swing, and here comes the
There it is.
swing. 8 hits, 1106 damage.
Get your
GGs out for Fellison. Finish it out, Oslodo.
Well, that would be a time at 50:20 from racetime.gg. Wow! That was a chaos fight. That Ice Sword pumped up to the 9s, I will tell you that. Meanwhile, what else we have? Maddie is back at Tia. Gonna nuke. That up. Yeah, so
That was a lot of damage.
It certainly was. I mean, you can't complain about that doing that.
No kidding there. All right, Windfox ready to go into Topher.
He's cracked the orb, and Maddie has finished off Tia 2, which light in the last orb. Down we go.
Tia 2, I didn't know Maddie was already in Topher.
Tia 1. I've only had 3 coffees, okay?
I know.
So, Windfox thinks going to have a much easier time with this just because their offensive capabilities are to the 9s. Because fight, we're going to invis 2, and we're going to nuke, lock, and a brack, and a lock, nuke. Okay. So, mute touch carry, that's cute.
That's adorable.
That is so cute. And that's an X-Cal just doing 2 hits for 255.
I mean, it is still going to do extra damage to carry 2, so
Sure.
is always nice to see.
Meanwhile, am I the only one that noticed that Maddie didn't kill Garland before going in?
Oh boy.
So we're gonna beat up Garland and then go back in time. Golden Chakra on the Bridge of Destiny as Windfox pulls Kraken 2.
I mean, it makes sense. Here we go. Invis 2 coming out, gonna get some temper. Kraken 2 opening up with a Fire 3.
Masa 6 hits 99.
Not great damage, but not the worst. There's the damage coming out.
There it is, yep. With 3, you don't really care at this point. Heal 3 comes out. Golden Chakra, meanwhile, is off the Bridge of Destiny, heading up to see good old Tier 1. Kraken, meanwhile, gets a smack with that X-Cal and good night to the Kraken.
Indeed, and now it is time to heal up. Get ready for Tier 2. As we are joined by Felisan. We'll get to the interview in just a moment. Windfox currently powering through Topher. 8 hits, 977 coming out.
5 hits for 1,075, though. Woo! Good.
Yeah.
Oh, no!
Oh, no!
Oh! They went back! He stepped back on the tile. He's got to do it again.
I mean,
we've all done
it that long.
It shouldn't. Oh, but Tia says, that ninja looks tasty. And smack.
That ninja just hanging on by a thread. 4 for 358 coming out. Heal 3 is going to come out. Not getting the ninja up too terribly much.
Nope. Meanwhile, Maddie is lifing up her Black Wizard in the top, taking on Kraken 2. There goes the White Wizard. Dear.
Oh, boy. That's not good. Quad X, though. Is it going to hit? Nope.
Uh-oh. 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 Uh-oh.
Yeah.
And boot it.
Yeah, that's going to happen.
Hey, we get to see another Garland fight, at least.
Windfox healed up, ready to pull. Gonna start off with the power bonk, going to fast, going to temper, going full speed and power. So here we go. That X-Cal going to do some damage. The white mage is down, so no healing magic at the ready. Lit 2 is going to come out, dealing chip damage to everybody. Temper comes out onto the knight. 5 hits for 26 coming out from the Mazda. 8 for 722 already coming out from that X-Cal. Another swing, 7 for 725. Temper comes out. We're going to get even more damage coming up here in a moment. 3 for 152 coming out from the Mazda. And going to finish it up with a nuke.
That's a good nuke.
312. That's a really good nuke, especially against Chaos.
And that's it.
Swing, 6 for 979. That's it. Take it.
So, get your GGs out in chat for Windfox with an official race time by GG of 54-34. And let's go drag him into this. You've already done it. He's in the room. So we're joined by both Fellison and Windfox, our first and second finishers on stream, as well as our first and second runners overall. GGs to you both.
GG. Yo, GG, Fellison.
Wow, I gotta say, this was very entertaining. A lot of back and forth. Yeah, that was great. So while we're talking, Maddie is back in polling Carry 2 just to keep everyone apprised.
So, Windfox, you went into the submarine in Onrak. You find that it led to Cardia Forest. You go to the boxes, and you pull those 2 specific weapons, the X-Cal and the Mazda. I imagine you were elated on those.
Oh, yeah. 100%. Like, I saw those. Like, cool, I have my weapons for the seed. Wars on my tail.
And you were, at least on stream, the only runner to go in and grab those.
So, after last week's race of not looting as much and missing the power bonk, missing a couple things that could have helped, I decided to play slightly more conservative and maybe check more chests. When I found that with the Oxiel and the on-rack dungeon, I was like, okay, there's like 8 chests here. I'll take anything. Power bonk would be great. And then I found those weapons, like, okay, cool, this is awesome. So played a bit more conservative than last week, and it paid off.
It most certainly did. Those were... At that point, it was, okay, when Winfox promotes and when he gets going, he has the offensive weapon advantage, for sure. Now, meanwhile, Felson, you had the defensive advantage. You found all 3 ribbons, and you made that ice sword into a death weapon with those tempers powers. Just go, go, go.
Yep.
It was very, it's been a long time to see an ice sword do that kind of damage to chaos. But you were also, routing was great, incredibly quick. It was a clinic.
Well, there are still a couple mistakes that will probably haunt me, even though, well, they didn't cost me the race in this case. Like forgetting Metoya, like I often do.
Matoy is easy to forget, though.
It is. And you were one of the few runners in the air that immediately went to Sarda and Titans, which is, again, very common thing to forget. So it's great to see runners remember that.
Ah, yes. As I like to say, always check Spain.
Yes,
exactly.
Because the end of the Melmond area totally looks like Spain.
Yep.
I like it.
Yeah, I like that too. And it was actually where Topher was. Maddie,
Indeed.
meanwhile, has punched her ticket out of, I believe that was Kraken 2?
Yes, that was Kraken 2 heading towards Tia 2 right now.
Winfox, the one thing that we gotta ask about, the misstep back to Tia 2?
Mm-hmm.
When you did, were you like, oh no, here we go.
We've all done it once.
We've all done it. Oh, we've all done it. The first thing went through my mind was, oh no, here it comes. This will be that moment. But I was really happy to see that Tia did not punish you for it, and you had better weaponry. You weren't going to have many problems with a lot of this.
So when I stepped off and immediately realized I didn't step back, I was like, okay, it's like I have like 7 more casts of temper. It's like I have the dual weaponry. I have Invis 2 at the ready. Like I have anything needed. I'm probably going to get through this. I have life casts, so I felt fine. I was like, okay, I lost 30 seconds.
Yep, it was not a big time loss, and you had the equipment. You were ready to go. There was not really going to be any risk. Meanwhile, Golden Shocker appears to have all the orbs lit and is searching for Topher. While Maddie takes on Tia still. With Blizzard, apparently. Oh, dear. Oh, just the white mages left. Fading to prayer.
Here it comes.
Oh, Nuclear says no, and Maddie is booted out of Topher.
Yeah, Maddie might need some better weaponry at this point.
Yeah, Maddie is starting to get the head wall thing. Golden Shocker, meanwhile, I think might have forgotten where Topher is, as they are currently checking Cardias.
I think Golden Shocker did forget where Topher is.
I believe it was...
I know the airship circles of frustration.
Sure thing. It's... With entrance and floor shuffle, it's one of entrance shuffle, floor shuffle, all of them, it's one of those things. You will forget.
Absolutely.
Oh, wait. You're close. That's Sarda. Let's go to Titans. Just go north. There we are.
There we go.
Excellent. He's okay. Golden Shocker's found what he needs. He's going to be good. He's going to go. Meanwhile, once again, Maddie is bashing at Carry 2, who won't last long. Let's see how Golden Shocker does. The Lich fight comes up. We're going to fight. We're going to wait. We're going to temper. What is there? What's the ninja?
That ninja is wielding the katana.
Ah, that would make sense then. What's the knight wielding? Is it Vorpal?
Rune sword.
Ooh, interesting. Oh, man. So level 19, I mean, oh dear. Oh, Kraken says bye-bye to Thief Ninja. And life
It's
comes...
this would be the moment that I throw out the cheeky brack.
Yep. At this point, you're kind of begging, and I see that those Oh, and life comes out just to get put back down. Yeah, at this point, a cheeky brack, a cheeky bane, definitely an option.
Oh yeah, the extra must have been a godsend for this crack too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Windfox kind of made short work of every single fiend that he came across. It was, oh, here's a Lich. Goodbye, Lich. Here's a Carry. Goodbye, Carry. Meanwhile, Golden Shocker is through. Well, Maddie is now through. Okay. Punch the ticket to the Kraken.
Yeah, Kraken was just playing with its food there.
Yeah, I don't like when Kraken plays with its food, because when he plays with his food, he hurts.
The only unfortunate part is a lot of Maddie's charges are now gone.
Mm-hmm. I don't think they have a Bane Sword to use Cheeky Bane Strat. Are you using...
Yeah, I think in this case it is time to go for some cheeky brack.
Yep. So, swinging the Vorpal, so I'm happy to see that. Meanwhile, on the other side, Kraken is using Lit 3, so again, playing. Nuke comes out, kind of a low roll. 3 hits for 16 from that Rune Sword. Heal 3 coming out, Nuke coming out. Cure 3 brings back Maddie's White Mage. 8 hits for, okay, 288, not bad. Swirl coming out, that one's going to hurt. Gotta keep that White Mage alive. 4 hits for 177. Nope, this is going to be... Oh! By 3!
Oh, survives!
By 3, I stand corrected.
You only need 1.
You do? Oh, swing and a miss. Okay, it's going to...
Yeah,
last Cure 3.
This is unnerving, but it is still very much doable from here.
Oh, it is, and there goes Tia. 2. Maddie is punched through and is heading towards Chaos, but very much lacking in a lot of spells. No more Cure 3 charges. Probably running low on Heal 3 charges at this point. Only 2 Heal 3 charges are left. Meanwhile, Golden Shocker is on to Tia 2 with their Ninja on a knee. 4 hits for 4 damage from that Rune Sword. It's just not pushing.
Yep, and gonna go for the cheeky brack here. 8 hits for 554 coming out from that katana. 4 for 4 again. Cheeky brack goes out.
I like.
Ineffective.
I do like this move from Maddie to move the Orpal and the ribbon on to that damage dealer. Because that...
Oh.
No. Oh, dear.
Are we about to be in a loop?
Nah, I don't know. 4 hits for 152. Lit 2 comes out. That ribbon's going to do some work. Here comes the Invis 2. Meanwhile, there's another one of those you life up, and Tia says, tasty, but doesn't matter. Golden Shocker is through. Tia 2. Fire 2 coming out on Chaos' side. Meanwhile, over to Maddie, we got a Temper coming out. White Mage slap for 1 damage. Swing from that Vorpal. 6 hits for 276. Okay, not bad. At this point,
Not bad at all.
At this point, I'd be going for the Exfer. The White Mage isn't doing much. Well, they're definitely not doing much. Oh, no! Poison Smoke lands on everybody. It's time to hold A and pray. 4 hits for 289. Quad X ineffective. Swing. 7 hits for 297. No. Oh, no! Maddie is punched through. Meanwhile, Golden Shocker has also pulled the Chaos. We got Lit 2 coming out. Basic Cure coming out. We'll use a Nuke. Nuki, 240 on the Nuke. Swing from Chaos, swing from the Katana. 3 hits for 277. Swing from that Rune Sword. 4 hits for 4 damage. Yeah, you're not going to get a lot out of that Rune Sword against Chaos. We're going to fight, we're going to temper, we're going to fast, and we're going to Nuke. Fast comes out, lands, quick shot. Here we go, swing with the Katana. 6 hits for 123. Katana doing Katana things, apparently. Nuke comes out, it's going to go for 334. That's actually almost a full roll. 3 hits for 71. That's better on that rune. Gonna swing again with the Katana. 4 hits for 301. That's better. Here comes the Bane. Oh! Oh! Both the mages go down. 4 hits for 83 on that rune. Here we go. It's fight and fight time. 5 hits for 251 from that. 4 hits for 4 damage. Chaos has Quad X. You say no. Fight, fight. Swing again. Rune Sword. 3 hits for 82. Another crit. Uh-oh, there goes your... Oh, dear. Hold A and pray. Swing with that rune sword. 3 hits for 148. Swing. Oh, we're 79. We're 48. 4 hits for 4 damage. Uh-oh. Here we go. 4 hits for 4 damage. Thunder. No. Golden Shocker is booted out of Topher. Oh, boy. Well, I guess one thing we can definitely say is this is a great example of how 3 ribbons or a Masa and X-Cal can do a lot of help.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Because, yeah, Maddie, meanwhile, once again running into that carry 2 that punches hard.
Unfortunately, this very well may boil down to get more levels or
find a better weapon.
Find a better weapon, yeah.
So for those who are curious, because I'm sure this will come up, and even to both of our runners in here, Cure 4 was actually up at white level 8. Great to see that. Fast actually rolled black 7. And Life 2 was white 6, although I think everyone saw that. Warp Fast Saber confused at black 7. White 8 was A, Fire Fog, Harm 4, and Cure 4. Cure 4 being in the slot 4, which I believe puts it in Lefane.
Yes.
Which, I think Maddie translated, but never went back.
Yeah, if Maddie had gone back to grab Life 2, a lot of these fights actually would be going a lot more smoothly.
And it would have been hilarious because Process of Elimination tells us that was the ship. We found everything else. Dueling Krakens on...
Yeah, the ship being one of the incentive items I had left is one of the big reasons I decided against looking for the tail.
The tail was actually in Marsh, which was... Where did we...
Waterfall.
Waterfall. Yes, Waterfall had the tail. But to be fair, Felson, you really didn't need it. Like you had enough defensive items that nothing was really going to stop you, save a really nasty punch. Now for Windfox, that tail, supreme critical. Those weapons, just go. Meanwhile, Maddie booted back out of Topher again. Golden Shocker, meanwhile, swinging at that Kraken again. Lit 2 coming out, chip damage, except for the white. Nuke coming out. I would be starting to Quad X myself at this point.
I don't know if Golden Shocker has Quad X.
I don't think he does now that I think about it. He went red, not... Strange, though. I mean, you took the red mage. No one ever saw a Cat Claw.
Yeah, nobody really stopped to check weapon shops.
No, not a lot of weapon shops. Well, for Windfox, I don't... That makes total sense. Oh, I have a Moss and a Katana. What do I need at a shop anymore?
Yeah, pretty much.
And I believe, like I said, Felson, you had the Ice and the Sun, which, again, pretty good.
The Ice Sword came later, if I got correctly, but the Sun was pretty early, and the only thing wrong with the Sun -1 for most of the game is it's a terrible crit.
Yep. It has garbage crit rate. No question about that at all. But it is...
I remembered a question I wanted to ask you, Felliston. So when you were switching your weapons, were you considering switching out for that Light Axe +5 over the Ice Sword +1?
Oh, yeah, I'd forgotten that fighter weapon.
That's fair.
But I mean, to be fair, the problem with the axes, and I think you can agree with this, Sonny, is that they can do a lot of damage, but their hit rate's a bit wonky.
The hit rate on the axes are a bit wonky, but with that Light Axe being +5, it would have been just fine.
Well, and the thing is, I believe, Felson, you did pick up Lock 2, which would have easily overcome that problem.
Yes.
Yeah, so yeah, that Light Axe would have been an interesting call. Meanwhile, here we go again. We got another Kraken on Maddie's side. Golden Shocker. Because we have a little bit of time in between here, I will give us an update. We had 9 runners running in this race today. Here are your current leaderboards when it comes to this. So, Fellison is first. They managed to come in at first on stream and first overall. Windfox, second on stream, and hey, second overall. Third was Shadow MRT at a time of 1 hour, 1 minute, and 20 seconds. Roger McBain finished at 1 hour, 2 minutes, 16 seconds. Picklick was 1 minute 12:19, and Forsaken Sadness at 1:16:47.
Yeah, good old Billick pulling in that 5th place finish. Roger, I mean, we were talking about Roger prior to the race. Roger has been improving drastically throughout all of this. Definitely put up a very good time. And Shadow, very good friend of mine. He's not one to entirely sleep on. When he is in his groove, boy, does he play well.
Yeah, this is a scary group. It's a very scary group. But again, I've been told that if you're a veteran, you gain the right to say that every year. I don't want to do this.
Oh yeah. I mean, you Ducks are just getting better and better as the years continue to go by.
The program does a lot of work, and it really does help.
Oh,
dear.
Maddie back down to just the white and resets
Resetting.
out.
Yep. Now, I mean, I understand the want to go, and get in there, but at this point, it's been several times through this. You might want to consider another option.
I mean, I go rule of threes. If I wipe 3 times, I'm going and grinding a bit more.
Yes, indeed. It's one of those things where at this point you're kind of you can beat your head against the wall all you want, but you really need to find another option. Like again, a simple matter of going to oh dear, oh no, oh dear. Well, that's not good. You're stunned on both, paralyzed, cured. Tia meanwhile says, "Hello, hello, White Mage. Goodbye, White Mage." Doing its best Kraken impression. Bitey bitey. Nuke comes out. Is it gonna low roll? No, it doesn't. It rolls 362. That's a great roll, knocking Tia 2 out. Golden Chakra back to chaos.
This is gonna be a thing.
Yeah, I'm thinking Maddie meanwhile booted out again and is charging back again. I will give her credit for her resilience, but I don't. After seeing what Tia 2 and Kraken 2 and even Carry 2 does, I don't think that this is going to go their way. Meanwhile, we're back to chaos.
Not to mention with getting back to chaos here. Yeah, it's not good.
No, and there's a big swing from chaos. 7 hits at 305 is not bad, but you're in a situation now. I mean, it's just that thief in top slot. If he's your damage dealer, that's just chaos is gonna hit that, like that.
Yep.
Just like that, and that's kind of you don't want to see it. The same with Maddie also did the cheeky move of taking a 3-man strat.
Yeah, and running the cheeky move definitely did not help.
No, it's a risk. It is a risk. You can funnel a lot more XP to the characters that way, and you can get stronger quicker. But at the same time, it is if you win a Topher, you're down 1 ablated beach shield, so to speak.
Honestly, if I were a Golden Chakra at this point, I would be looking at tempering up that fighter if possible, but out of temper charges.
Oh dear.
So unfortunately, gonna be sticking with 4 hits, 4 damage, unless a crit occurs. Going for a cheeky brack here, but it's gonna be ineffective. Life comes out.
No, if you're gonna do that, there goes the White Mage. I'd say use the X-Fur if you have it. Trying it again. There is a chance.
There's always a chance.
It's not a good chance, but it is a chance. I have muted chaos in the past, and it's hilarious to watch the results. Nuke. Mute it.
I mean, the even funnier one is fearing chaos and causing chaos to run away.
Yep, we all remember the first couple times you've seen that happen. And there it is. It's back up and back down. Cheeky Brack again. I mean, I don't hate the idea of using Brack as something if you're out of options. Hold A and pray kind of thing, you know?
No kidding there, but Maddie has made it through carry 2 again.
So we're heading on to everyone's favorite gatekeeper. Oh, and no
Yep.
heal pots either.
Oh, this is dire straits, and there goes the fighter, and unfortunately,
That's it.
that's gonna be it.
Boot it. Back in. Oh boy. Meanwhile, over at Maddie's side, we have a nuke coming off. It's gonna be a 104. Here we go. We're gonna fight. We're going to fade and nuke again. So here comes another nuke on Kraken. It's 133. It's low. Here comes Dollar Store nuke. 110. Swinging. 4 hits for 41. Lit 3 comes out. Chip damage, but dangerous nevertheless. Heal 3 comes out. Ice 3 coming out. Lit 2 coming out. Ice 3 landing for 73 damage. Heal 3 coming out to bring everyone back up. Swing, swing, swing. 3 hits for 84. Burning a fast cast. Temper cast. Only problem is Kraken gets... Okay, Kraken didn't get turn. Because Kraken swings at that ninja. That ninja is not going to survive.
No, that ninja would not survive for anything. Going to choose to fight with...
And there's the Ice 2 to take out the ninja.
Yikes.
Yeah, we're starting...
It might be time to test the waters with Quad X.
Might be time to Brack or Quad X at this point. I almost think Brack would actually be more effective. Oh, and the Thief gets back up and goes back down to stun, and then gets right back up again. Fight. Cure 3. Fight. Swing with that sword. 8 hits. No, that's not gonna... Cure 3 is a burn.
It's time to pull the Quad X out.
Yep. Or the Brack.
No, instead gonna fade nuke. Terminated.
Little Blubber pointing out in chat, the Thief is definitely a chumbo on the fan. That's right, he does get knocked down. He gets back up again. He's been down a lot this time. I'm not singing for you, though. We're gonna get the heal out on Golden Chakra side against Kraken as well. Life Magic coming out. Nuke coming out. Lit 3 coming out. Life lands. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna nuke. 126, that's a low nuke. Swing, 2 hits for 2 damage. Swing, swing. Heal 3. Nuke. Okay, got turn order. Nuke Killer, meanwhile, from Tia takes out that Black Mage. Maddie gonna life it up, but there goes the ninja.
Yep.
And I don't think that Maddie has any life casts left.
I don't think so either.
Oh dear. Nuke for 109. Yeah, this party is a wiped. Out we go. And back in we go.
Alright, Golden Shocker has made it through.
Yep, he is.
Kraken.
They are through Kraken. It's just down to Tia.
Alright, here we go. Tia 2 again. Fast temper, or no, wall temper.
Wall temper. Wall. Okay, I don't. Not a bad. If you don't have the ribbon, the wall will help. Fight, fight. Fast and nuke.
But unfortunately, the White Mage is going to go down.
Oh dear. Swing, swing. This is a Tia with a lot of absorb, apparently.
This is not good.
It is not at all. This is...
And there goes that ninja.
Yep, ninja's down again. Here comes life again. He's back up. And he's back down again. This time he might stay down, unfortunately.
I mean, it depends upon the life cast Brack.
No. It's cheeky. I mean, you do it, and life comes out, and back down again. Yep. At this point, I don't think that ninja's really going to have the stamina, or the HP, or the dodge to stay back up.
I mean, the problem is, with it being in slot 1, it's got the highest chance of getting hit. Oh, no.
Nuclear coming out. Question for chat. Did he not get the ribbon in ice? I believe he skipped every chest in ice.
He skipped every chest except for the incentive in ice.
Yep, so no, he doesn't have that ribbon.
He's going in one more time. He's attempting it.
He's going to go with another Tempera up. Lich swings and doesn't do anything because it's Lich. Meanwhile, back on Carrie. Carrie is off the screen from Maddie. We're going to try to push through our old friend Kraken again. But at this point, I've been in this position before, and it can be a bit maddening. And
Yeah.
here we go.
Unfortunately, it's a matter of you gotta get more levels
Yep.
for this party or better weaponry.
You need better weaponry. I don't think that Maddie or Golden Shocker have the roost stick either. And we never saw never saw the defense sword. And there goes that ninja. That wall is useless. That temper is burned. 4 casts of life left. Nuke coming out.
Yep.
Life comes out. Back up. Back down again.
And Kraken
Ooh.
takes it down again.
That's a nasty hit from Kraken, too.
Kraken looks at that ninja and goes, "Stay down."
Yeah, don't get back up. Maddie says I'm going to bring him back up. Oh boy, turn order not good.
I mean, don't get me wrong, life in battle is really nice, but at this point it just drains all of the charges, which is why
Yeah.
getting more levels at this point would be the best thing for Maddie to do.
Well, I mean, you and I and both and Windfox definitely knows it. It's just one quick trip back to Elflin. If you dive in there, you will find a Masa. I know you got the Vorpal, but that Masa will help. You can give it to the White Mage if you want to. You can give it to the Ninja. Because right now they are swinging the best sword in the game, the Vorpal. But the Vorpal, it rolled down, which means, yeah, the Masa is better.
And in this case, the Maza in and of itself would actually have much better damage output.
Yep.
Even though we don't know how heavy on absorb some of these fiends really are.
Correct. Meanwhile, Golden Chakra is through. Kraken 2. We're going to CT again. For Maddie, I think it's a matter of weapons levels. For Golden Shocker, I just moved that ninja.
It literally is just move the ninja for Golden Shocker.
Yeah, get them down into like the 3rd place position or even the 2nd place position. As for Forsaken Assassin chat, I know that Windfox had the Maza and the X-Cal. I think Windfox, did you have the Vorpal?
Yeah, I found the Vorpal as well.
So yeah, I thought so. I thought you had the trifecta. I think you had katanas too, didn't you?
I found one katana in a random chest somewhere. I don't
Earth
remember where.
TFC, I believe.
That sounds
That's it.
right.
Yep,
yeah.
because it was one of the few ones that someone else had not checked.
Also, with that, Golden Shocker has decided enough is enough and has forfeit from the race. But still, get your GGs out for Golden Shocker. Played a very, very good race.
Yep.
Made some very valiant efforts. And now it is just down to Maddie.
Maddie, there are still 2 racers in progress. Maddie is indeed one of them. So, that's our watch. So, we're swinging with that. The Vorpal's doing work, but it's just not enough work.
No, it's not doing enough work. And at this point, Maddie honestly should be looking at about level 27, maybe 28 at this point for ultimate safety.
Yeah, 3-man party, you want higher levels because you don't have that... you don't have the absorbability. Meanwhile, I have something to report. We have one more off-stream finisher in 7th place. Kali Kane finishing at a time of 1 hour 36:17, which means Maddie will be our last runner in this race.
And she's just gonna keep going.
It's
for now.
It's a bash fest at this point. You're just kind of bashing whatever you can. Dark Moon in chat, I think we all agree it's going to be a level thing. Having no trap tiles can make that a bit difficult. I noticed that encounter rate on this well, actually, the encounter table was actually quite kind and didn't seem to pop up a lot. There wasn't like hard reset instant kind of thing. So that does make your overworld grind a bit of a slog.
I don't know if you just saw that, but Lich 2 had Quad X to open up with.
Yeah, I did kind of take a quick peek at that, and I was like, oh, there's where that went. There's where that went. We always wondered where that goes. So we're gonna swing, Oh, Lich has nuke as well. That's cute. That's cute. And Lit 2 coming out. That's gonna wipe out the Black Mage. And we're going to dive again. No, maybe not. Okay. Okay, we're considering another option.
Yeah. And now it's time to figure out where Maddie is going.
Looks like okay. I can see going up and trying to grind in this area. I can see that. Yeah. As Billix pointing out, there's a lot of walking before you get a good. But hey, four vampires, excellent thing to take. I'll get you some levels.
Yeah, it absolutely will. These vampires, a good EXP pack.
Yep, 5,000. 24. That's good. Yep, Dark Moon pointing out in chat, the only really valuable grind to be Mirage, Sky, or Desert. I agree.
Yeah, the Mirage grind, always a good one to go through with. Sky grind, I mean, you're looking at your highest EXP yield encounters within a dungeon. And then Desert, if you can run into a T-Rex, then you're pretty much good.
Yep. But at this point, yeah, as Dark pointing out, no spike chests, no spike tiles. There's not really much that we can, not really much you can grind on, and we know that mummies are not
really
safe.
But Sky 3 probably would be the best spot to just camp out at for a bit.
Or you could try the Bridge of Destiny. Look for Warmech.
I don't think Warmech would be a good choice here.
Now, Dark Moon, I say it, and Dark Moon chat agrees. Try to pull the mechs. Yeah, it's a risk, that's for sure.
But I think it's a risk Maddie's going after.
It is a play. Like it's at this point, it is the gamble that you're gonna have to take. That's also a good point from Dark Moon in chat. The bosses have some pretty bad stuff. Nuclears, Quad X's. The Warmech could have nothing.
Yeah, that's possible.
You gotta find it first, though. As Warmech is not the most common of things to find. Metal Slimes I'd take. You have Fire 3.
Yeah. Good old Peace Mech.
Peace Mech. Oh dear. Alright, that takes out a few of them. Harm 3 should remove them from existence. Yes, there we go. 26, that's 26, 26, 25. Better. Fighter.
Yeah, looking for 27, 28 at the minimum.
Yeah, I was gonna say, in my mind, it almost would be a 30. Because you know what's coming.
Yeah, if Maddie were to go back and pick up the Katana, I would say 28 would be good, because if I remember correctly, and when Fox, you might also be able to correct me on this, that Katana was +4?
+3 or +4. Yeah, it was up there.
Yeah, that would be a definite pickup. Even to go get the Masa out of the +3 is what we've been told from both Luffy and Darkmoon.
Okay, +3. So 29 would be the breakpoint on it.
Yeah. Even the Masa itself would be a help. Okay, looks like we're gonna try to get an overworld grind. Okay. That's the T-Rex. That is what you want to see. I like seeing that, but depending on what it has and what it's going to do.
Apparently not much, as it's already gone down.
All right, are we heading back? Looks like we're heading back.
Yeah, I think we are heading back. Gonna give it another go.
I mean, again, it's you got some extra levels. You bulked out a bit, but is it enough?
That's the real question here.
I don't know. I don't. For me, it would be no one's at a nuke range, so that's bad. 4 hits for 88.
I mean, it's not impossible though, and
no, but
Darkman, thank you for the breakpoints. And was that Quad X that landed on the black?
That was Quad X that landed on the black mage. Yep, instantaneous goodbye black mage.
Yep.
And there's the nuke again, which takes out. No. Lich 2 saying, "I am not a speed bump anymore. Thank you." You could, I mean, you don't have Quake, so you can't play the Quake game.
Yeah, that's true. Can't even play the Zap game either, I believe.
No.
Because I don't think Maddie picked up Zap.
Nope. Darkmoon pointing out in bad Topher, levels. I agree. Quad X again lands, which means we know that nuke is coming next. Never mind, it doesn't matter. Darkmoon seems to be echoing you, Sonny. 3 deaths, you go and you change your plans.
I mean, this is a very good reason why Darkmoon and I are co-op teammates.
I don't argue with either one of you. It is the way to do it. If you're going to go in there and you're finding yourself in trouble,
We both follow the rule of threes very, very thoroughly. That actually looks to be a controller issue on Maddie's side.
that does.
That was double inputting into...
Yeah, and that looks like a lot of heal pots that just got burned that weren't necessary. That looks like a controller issue for sure.
Yeah, because that's double registering a... Yeah, that's not good at all.
No, heal pots in Topher are valuable.
Very much so.
That Lit 2 really doing a high roll damage on that poor thief. Gonna fade, gonna cure, gonna invis, gonna fade, cure, invis 2. Invis 2 coming out. Swing, swing, swing. Oh dear. Vorpal doing Vorpal things.
Yeah.
Stop coming out. It will land probably on the Black Mage. Black Mages have...
I mean, at least it was only on the Black Mage.
Oh, that's true, because that was a critical hit off of Carry 2 on that ninja, and when you're paralyzed, you have no evade whatsoever, so that would have been a full pain.
Yeah, that would have just been a straight-up kill.
Yeah, that would have been death pretty quickly.
Alright, gonna temper up on that Vorpal. Lit 2 is gonna come out, and it's just gonna do some chip damage. There's the damage.
There it
from the
is.
Vorpal.
There's what you want to see.
Finally, it decides to show up.
It will show up eventually, but that white mage is taking the dirt nap as it is. Kraken does Kraken things. Going in again.
Yep. Hey,
You
gotta commend Maddie for sticking to it though.
yeah. I mean, this is not. We've all been there. We've all done this. It's you bash your head against it.
Absolutely.
Question in chat: why bring a thief? In the randomizer, we've actually improved the thief. They actually now have a better ability to run. Their evade is a lot higher. Their agility is usually started higher, which allows them to dodge more. So they are actually more useful in the randomizer than they are in the base game.
With that, there is the forfeit from Maddie, as she did join us just slightly before the forfeit went out. Maddie, my friend.
Yeah.
I feel bad for you on multiple levels because in the race room, your controller
Yeah.
is a huge issue.
Yeah, that's a problem for sure.
I imagine the stream saw it when I'm trying to menu into the thief and it will not, or enter my life cast, and it will not let me out of the thief's magic menu.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was hell.
Not
Let me ask you this question before I actually go into run-based questions.
Sure.
What kind of controller is it? Is it an Xbox One or an old 360 controller?
It's an 8-bit Do Pro, actually.
It's the 8-bit.
yeah.
No, is it the SN30 Pro?
Yes.
So, what you might be able to do with that is you might be able to order some pads.
Yep,
for it.
you can.
But,
I've done it recently, actually.
But let's jump into the run questions, and I mean, your routing, just
Yes.
in and of itself, you actually routed really, really well throughout the entire seed. The only thing that put you behind was with both Felison and Windfox, when they went into the Fiend dungeons, they actually ended up clearing them.
Yeah, I ended up not confident until I had the tail, because I had no equipment. So my bit was once I found Floater and Volcano, that was kind of my big sign. I'm like, all right, I remember where all the dungeons are. I'll grab a couple of more things. I know I didn't have Cube, and obviously if I was going to equip that Vorpal, I needed Tail. And that was my plan. I was like, okay, I have this Opal, I have a Ribbon, I have a Pro Ring, and I found the weapon that I intend to use. Let's go. 9 damage. Okay, so I'm shifting over to Team Vorpal is bad. I used to like it.
Vorpal does what Vorpal does. Let's be fair.
Yeah.
Vorpal is a fickle mistress.
Always is.
Apparently.
When you have a Vorpal that rolls down, it shows incredibly well, as you unfortunately witnessed.
Yeah, I've never dealt with the Vorpal that way before. I was quite confident I had everything, and then,
well,
died horribly.
Then
I mean, there is some bad news.
yeah, I was gonna say, do we give her the bad news?
Is it that knocks me out of the ability to become
No.
Duckling Supreme?
No.
It's the seed itself.
There was a Mosmune behind the submarine in Onrak. Directly behind it.
It went right into Cardia.
Windfox was the only one on stream that found it. It went to the Cardia Forest. The far left boxes had an Excal, and I forget what that rolled, and then a Mazza +1.
I think the Excal was
an
+4. It was quite strong.
It was +4, yeah.
Yeah.
It was strong.
Yeah, that would have been nice.
But I mean, the other thing that I saw you do after you were like, okay, I can't bash my head on this anymore, was something that we were talking about here, which I am proud of you for doing.
Mm-hmm.
You pivoted away from Topher and went to get more levels.
Yeah. It would have been the thing to do to finish, but with the reset encounter, so, like, I felt like I was actually, for once, taking advantage of the resets for the encounter table, but the encounter table was so long off of the resets, like there's nothing I'm going to be able to find. my best hope is maybe go to Bridge of Destiny, hope I run into some good stuff, and then it was just nothing but mud galls, and I'm like, yeah, no, I think I'm good.
So,
Yeah.
if I could make a recommendation on that,
Yeah.
because one, that's not a bad play to make. It's
Yeah.
actually a very good play. But the recommendation I have is whenever you have a long run like that off of your first encounter, Sky 3 usually provides a lot more EXP for your encounter density, just because you get a lot of your higher EXP yield Sky encounters there. You've got the Manicores, you've got Rock Goals. If you bounce back to Sky 2, you can get Gurmaduses and Eyes, of course, and Metal Slimes. But, I mean, overall, you still made a very good choice by going to the Bridge of Destiny.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
I mean, overall, GG's to everybody.
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
It was
100% so.
This was a, this was almost to the point of a complete speed seed because it was a very early floater.
Yeah. I was
But-
literally in Toph for an hour. It's like a 40-minute Toph, and I'm like, wow, this is great. Just spent an hour. Ugh.
Don't be
Oh.
down on yourself.
No. Listen, everyone's
Because
everyone has bad games.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, Maddie, your Topher being an hour, where it sucks, at the same time, it gave you the valuable learning experience from it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, even though it feels bad, you gotta at least take the positives from it.
I do take the positives of learning that. I'd also take the negatives of I'm likely not seeing top 2 of this bracket. This is an insane group for good times. And this was one of the weeks I felt I had the best chance. Yeah.
Yeah, I
This-
can understand feeling down because of that.
Sure.
Yeah.
But you're never ever fully out of it. A couple of first place wins and some people faltering. You
Yeah.
never say never. I thought the same thing.
I mean, case in point with your derby last year, Oslodo.
Yep, I ended up in. I was dead last in my first race, and yeah, I managed to pull myself out of it. So anything is possible as long as you just keep trucking along.
Yeah, it would have been better for me to not forfeit, though, because I've lost like 5 points from that. But yeah, there was no way I was getting through that, not without sitting here for another hour. And like I said, I have a controller that doesn't work.
Yeah.
That controller's gonna hamper you quite badly.
Yeah.
Which is very unfortunate, but
Yeah.
it's also very fixable.
It's at this point probably better for me. I need one within 24 hours. I don't have a screwdriver to open this one up, so I'm gonna have to go find a place I can get one today.
Do you have any controllers that you can use an adapter for, maybe?
I would need an adapter.
There you go.
That's fair.
Well, we have been going on for quite some time now, my friend Sony. I'd say it's time for final thoughts. Wouldn't you agree?
I would agree. You want to go ahead and take them away?
Yes, I think we can do that. So, let us start with our first place finisher in first place on stream, Felthian. What do you have? What are your final thoughts on this? The Derby, the seed, whatever you want to say. Maybe nothing.
I forgot to think again.
That's okay.
But anyway, GG's to everyone.
Excellent. This was a good race for you. Very dangerous runner for sure. Let's go to our second place finisher and second place on stream, Winfox. Winfox, any thoughts?
Huge shout out to my co-partner Ikir. I drug him through numerous entrance seeds this week for practicing, so huge shout out to Ikir for letting me beat him up in entrance this week.
Very good, very good. Maddie,
Yeah.
any final thoughts?
Sometimes you can do everything right and still lose.
That's a fair assessment. Well, I will give my co-com Sonny the opportunity to close us out as I opened us. So I'm going to give a big shout out to RPG Limit Break for letting us have the channel. GG's to all of the runners who participated, and all you people for showing up. There is still much more Duckling Derby to come. There are still 2 more weeks left for both Group A and Group B. Week 3 will be running on a Friday. Group A runs on Fridays. Group B, this group, will run on Sundays. Next week, I do believe we're going to be looking at Toulouse Shard Hunt. That's always a fun one. So yeah, we hope to see you all back here to enjoy that as well. I'm going to put a quick plug out there. This coming Tuesday on the OJ Power Hour, we're going to have our own Dark Moon on to talk about some of the artwork that he's done for, as you can see, the lovely Duckling Duck Derby 2024 Astro Falls GP. That's his work, so we're going to have him on to have a little talk about that. Hope to see you all there. And I'd also like to give a big thanks to both of our trackers, to Luffy and Giga. Thank you very much. I know Entrance and Floor Shuffle is not easy to track, and with 4 people, it can be a bit crazy, so thank you both. And thank you, of course, to Sonny Wrath, my co-coms. And I will hand it over to you, sir, to take us out.
All right, before I take us out, of course, we have RPG Limit Break coming up 1 week from today. So if you enjoy RPG speedruns and enjoy marathons and enjoy charities, be sure to tune in to that. And the schedule is in the About section of the channel. So definitely take a look at that. Make sure to tune in for whatever runs you want to watch. Speaking of marathons, we have our own Final Fantasy Randomizer Summer Marathon coming up next month. It will be June 14th through June 16th, and there will be a lot of randomizer runs, as well as games that are randomizers in and of themselves, or roguelites, if you will, as well as roguelikes. So be sure to keep your eye out for those. Make sure to come join the Final Fantasy Randomizer Discord server, as well as go to FinalFantasyRandomizer.com if you wish to give the randomizer a go yourself. As many people know from this Duckling program, we do help you all learn the game. We teach everything that we know, and eventually we get to see all the Ducklings coming in to beat us veterans. It's always fun to see, and
Sure is.
At the same time, we get to learn a lot from the Ducklings as well that we never even thought about. Yet again, major shout-outs to Oslodo for restreaming and being my co-commentator. Always a blast to do commentary with you, my friend.
Yes, sir.
Giga and Luffy for doing the tracking. And, you know, I've been using the line, and now both of us are actually here together. So, Luffy, here in a second, we can do the thing.
Yeah, man, I'm here. Let's do it.
All right. So, on behalf of our runners, Felisan, we had Windfox, we had Maddie, and I cannot forget Golden Shocker, which Golden Shocker had a very good run. My co-commentator and our restreamer Oslodo, our trackers Giga and Luffy. Make sure to keep the power of the orbs alive. And shall we, Luffy?
Let's do it, man.
All right. FFR fam.
We gone.
We gone.